Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. Sulaiman Rahim here, Messenger of the Covenant. Break our 7 seals. Had a bit of a sound problem, but I'm going to let it pass. Great fear, brothers and sisters. It says time, unprecedented trouble. Exactly what they mean. I'm going to talk a little about that today. Time of unprecedented trouble. Great fear. The fear of danger, fear of destruction, fear of justice, the fear of justice, the fear of justice, consequence. Because at that point, they're going to really recognize the truth. And they fully recognize all they have done. They'll come to the realization that they must pay for what they've done. They must reap what they've sown. They know what they've sown. They don't want you to know. It's slowly coming out over the internet for those who's paying attention. Great fear, brothers and sisters. I'm going to talk a little about that. Great fear. Beyond comprehension. Beyond comprehension. So let's talk about a few things, brothers and sisters. I'm going to try to keep this short. Like I had an issue I had just today, and ooh, you don't even want to know. Let me read this for you quickly. No, that's good right there. Then he left the crowds and went to the house. His disciples came to him and said, "Explain to us the parable of the weeds of the field." And he said, "The one who sows the good seed is the Son of Man." Now right there you got a problem, Son of Man. Now Elijah Muhammad told you Son of Man was Master Prophet Muhammad. That was an error. Oh, Elijah don't make errors. That's at least what they said Sunday. No, Elijah did make errors. He made a lot of errors. He was only a messenger. Wasn't a prophet. In fact, he took umbrance. If you call him a prophet, so no, I remember him saying, "No, I'm not a prophet." And the lessons themselves says he didn't get 100% correct. The lessons say that if you don't get something 100% correct, that means you're making errors. I mean, what's the backstory to that? If you're not getting everything 100%, that means you're making errors. That's what errors mean. You're not getting it right. See, you got some things wrong. Lessons say it. He said, and so the Son of Man is a play on words. Oh, here we go. Son of Man is a play on words. Sul Oman, Son of Man, Sul Oman. Son of Man is Solomon. And then by connection, association, David must be Master Prophet Muhammad, and he is. He's the king. That story is about David and, right, about the son, that story of David and Solomon. Solomon be the greatest wise man ever lived. Well, we say Son of Man is they have share same characteristics. Plus David, Solomon said he's black. He said Son of Man would be dark, black. Be black with woolly hair. And Solomon says, "I'm black." So Master Prophet Muhammad was not black. I mean, that's clear. His picture is clear. Elijah Muhammad said he came with white complexion. So that was wrong right there. And it can't be Farrakhan with his woolly hair. We're going to get to that in a minute. The one who sows a good seed is Son of Man. So what seeds are they sowing? He says, good seed. I mean, what's going on here, brothers and sisters? Oh, let me turn this off. That was it. Okay. Okay. And so, Son of Man, and it fills the world. As for the good seed, these are the sons of the kingdom. So when you understand angel and you understand revelations and you understand, right, then you understand what they're saying here. That's why you need a key. They said, okay, for the good seed, these are the sons of the kingdom. Those ones in the Lamb's book of life. Son of Man is the wisest man ever lived. That means he had to be the Lamb because the Lamb was the only one who could break those seals. No one could do it. Heaven's earth, not even the God could do it. So the one who had the book couldn't have been the God, because if he wrote the book, how could he understand the book he wrote? Why could he not understand the book that he wrote? Let me move on. Right? And those are elected in the Lamb's book of life. Those for good seed. And these are the sons of the kingdom. These are sons of evil one. There's another group. There's two groups there. And the enemy has sold them. That means it's a seed that looks like, right? But it's really, it looks like it looks like similar. But remember, the male carries the seed. So he says, there's an evil one. They're sowing their seed amongst our seed. What does that mean? Well, they're sowing us. Well, that means if they're doing it amongst us, that means they're putting their seed in our women. They're putting their seed in our women. But they're their seed. That's the sheep and wolves. That's the wolves and sheep clothing. You got to pick. Sooner or later, you're going to learn to break these things down, but you need an angel key to have something associated with a reference, right? To get a guideline, right? And for good seed, these are the sons of the kingdom, and the weeds are the sons of the evil one. Weeds always grow up amongst they don't grow up amongst themselves. They always grow up amongst the good flowers and plants, right? Are they're sons of the evil one, right? And the enemy who sold them is the devil. See, they're the sons of the devil. The evil one's the devil. Farrakhan said they're not devils anymore. Okay, just pardon me, since I had and these are sons of the kingdom. These are the sons of the evil one. So that's two, right? There's another group in there that sows among us. So it's not just us, but they mixed in with us. And evil one sold to the devil and hearts the end of the age. In other words, they're all together, but they're going to stay together until the end of the age. So there's a period between the time they were sold and the time it was harvested. So there's a time frame there where they sold in, and now, and the end of the age is when they all pull up together. That's the resurrection, all come together. And just as the weeds are gathered up, then they're separated and burned with fire. Then that's what happens to the weeds. wolves that was pretend to be lamb, look like lamb. See, they separated out and burned in the fire. That's the demons. Half devil, half man. That's what a demon is. A demon is your father. You look like a lamb, but your father's a devil. Half devil, half man. That's where demon come from. It's another play on words like son of man. Demon. Like Nicodemus. Remember Nicodemus? Jesus said you couldn't come in no matter what, because he was a demon. Nicodemus. Right? That's what demon. There's no spirit beings you can't see. You're not possessed by demons. You either a demon or you ain't. You ain't possessed by demons. You are a demon. If your father's a devil, right, and your mother's not a devil, then you're a demon. And it's just demons, not just wolves and lamb clothing. They be wolves and wolves pretending to be like calves. In Arabia, you got a whole bunch of demons over there. Elijah Muhammad told, but you have to read the backstory. He told you that when they was forced out of Arabia into Europe, that the women healed the babies, they felt sorry for them. And so when those babies grew up and there's devil babies. And the males grew up and right? And then people begin to, it's a whole long story, right? But anyway, the point is you got a lot of demons over there, right? You got a lot of demons, right? In Oriental, over in China stuff. See, and they're the ones causing all the confusion in the world. Because when you have a homogeneous society, that means everybody's the same. Everybody thinks pretty much the same, so you have very little conflict. And so when you had China, right, before the devils came along, China was pretty, well, let me hold on to that one because there's a whole backstory behind China, right? So let's just move side by China. Before India, right, they was pretty homogeneous. I mean, it was like Hindus and everybody, on the same wavelength. See? And then they put it, now, we don't want to be Hindus no more. We want to be Christian. And we want democracy. We don't want kingdom. We don't want, see, they start talking just like the devils talk. Because that's the problem with wolves and demons, specifically wolves, right? They may look like lambs, but they can't stop, they still going to sound like wolves. Because that's what they are. You can take a wolf and you can cover him with sheep clothing, he's still going to sound like a wolf. So you say, hey, man, how come that sheep, whoa, why are you barking? Why are you howling? Because he's a wolf, he just looked like a lamb. And if you don't understand that, then you're going to be turned into wolf shit. And our people don't understand that yet, because that's what you see. When you see these on the TVs, you're seeing demons. Oh, America, and we gotta stand for America, and they're attacking us, and we gotta maintain our where shit come from? Because like Farrakhan, he always making concessions for the devils. They ain't devils anymore. Ishmael also devil. Ishmael's mother-in-law is a devil. That's why he's compromised. He can't call his wife's mother a devil. He ain't gonna have a wife. He don't want to call his children's grandmother a devil. So that's why they can't call devils anymore. Farrakhan don't want to tell his children that their father's a devil. His father's a devil, their grandfather's a devil. He don't want his children to call him a devil. And because they devils too. That's why they stopped that. Elijah Muhammad didn't, that's a goddamn lie. Elijah Muhammad never told anybody not to call people devils anymore. He used the term all the way up to the time he departed. No other minister heard it. It's just Farrakhan. And he didn't come out with it initially anyway, did he? See, that's what a demon is, so get it to your head. Separate ejected, I don't give a damn when you're separate ejected. Do you see me begging you for anything? You ask me to do anything? Ask me to come over here and give me any money? I don't give a damn whether you accept this or not. In fact, I'd rather you don't. If you're that damn ignorant, because we will accept you. So son of man, he's only going to accept the very best. And we're going to talk about that in a minute too. So you think I'm not trying to gain followers. I've been doing 30-some years. And if anybody knows me, I run more people away than you could imagine. That's why a lot of people not here, because I ain't gonna tolerate no bullshit, and I run people away quick. Why you running people away? Because they ain't ready. I ain't got time for the bullshit. Because it ain't about that. We're not here to just pick any. If that's the case, we keep the weeds too, wouldn't we? Why are we separating the weeds out if we're going to take everybody? Check that backstory out. Okay, so the weeds are getting burned up. They burn them up. I just told you, right? And Son of Man was set forth angels, they will get out his kingdom. That's another group. These are not the weeds anymore. Right? See? And we got our king, all stumbling blocks, those who commit lawlessness. And then he would throw them to the first, he's going to torment them. In that place they were weeping and gnashing of teeth. And then the righteous will shine forth like the sun, the kingdom of their Father. That means then that house is clean, he clean house. Then it says, Superman will come full of soap. What you do with full of soap? What you do with full of soap? You clean up you clean things up. You get rid of the garbage, the stink, the filth, the funk. That's what you come with soap for. If the glaze is clean, you don't need any damn soap, do you? So you mean you come to clean house. Get rid of funk. Get rid of shit. Or you don't like the way you talk, then get the hell out of here then. I don't care whether you like the way I talk or not. You see me bugging with that? Because if you concentrate on that, then we don't want you no way. We want those, they got something going on here. And that's not boo all that stuff. See? Because if you say shit, F or whatever, that light's not going to blink, is it? That car is not going to run, is it? Because they're based on mathematics, not your emotional bullshit. And I do this on purpose. To weed out fools like those of you that be offended by stuff like that, so you go ahead. And you can go right in the fire, and you can sit in that fire, weeping in national teeth, oh man, he says shit, I don't know why he talk like that, okay? You know, you don't know how Master Father Mama used to talk. And in fact, you don't know how Elijah used to talk. You talk to those old timers stuff, the words Elijah used to use in the day earlier. You know, he kind of like, well, when I came along, it was like, you know, but I hear some old timers, they said, oh boy, you'd be surprised. Because people talk like that back in the day. And he wants to stay on the same wavelength as them so he can relate to them. Now, that's no story. I can't speak for Elijah, he speaks for himself. So what am I talking here, brothers and sisters? Well, let me move on. See, I'm only going to get to the point here. See what's about to happen here. Son of Man. Now, a great destruction is coming, brothers and sisters. Unimaginable destruction. It says, the day of their wrath has come. I looked up wrath. Wrath is extreme anger. So it's nothing worse than that. Extreme anger, how can you be more than angry? Because wrath is a phase of anger. So anger that's the worst stage you can get. And wrath is an extreme point. You got to the extreme point of anger. Extreme anger. So I define wrath in terms of anger, because anger is the worst emotion you can have. When you instead you're in a point of vengeance or you know, day of wrath has come, who's able to stand? So who can withstand it? And where is the wrath coming from? See? Because when you go and read Abraham a covenant, check my sound here, brothers and sisters, make sure I'm communicating. Anger. Yeah. Because I don't know if maybe it's just my computer, but you have to keep checking sound levels. Because it just keeps adjusting on its own. I looked at it, set up, and I looked at it, it was down. I checked it again today, it was down again. I don't know why. Somebody in there changing it or what? You know, these devils, they make this stuff, they don't understand what they're making. And I used to, you know, I said my business was IT. And I work with these devils, and they ain't anywhere as smart as they pretend to be. And the stuff they do is stupid. You get these devices stuff because they're stupid. That's all I can tell you. And you're going to realize after a while, you think they're so smart. No, they're stupid. Their brain power is much less. Only problem is that you're as stupid as they are because you're not using this. You have it. It's like if you're being kicked around by No disrespect to our women. Been kicked around by women, right? But you're naturally stronger. But you ain't going to the gym or nothing. So you right here, 100-pound a week, they whooping your ass. Well, that's because you don't develop what you got. If you develop what you got, there's no way they can compete with you, not physically. So I just try to use that as an analogy, maybe helpful not. But like I said, Son of Man means Su Oman. And a great destruction is coming. Unimaginable destruction like never before. It says unprecedented. That means worse than the destruction that came about when the earth was blown away from the moon was blown away from the earth. Great destruction, unparalleled, unimaginable. Because their wrath has come. And why is the wrath so great? Because when you read Abraham, a covenant, Abraham said, oh man, then we had to go to energy deprivation. Then we had to go through that. All the scientists knew that. They knew that. They agreed. They disagreed on, how to deal with it. Right? How to deal with it. And so Master Dr. Shabbat said, no, we're going to deal with it head on. See, he said, because we're gonna make this benefit out of us, but it's gonna cost. No pain, no gain. It's gonna cost, right? But we're gonna use this, right, to benefit, turn it to our right profit. A good for us, turn it into a good for us, right? So he took it head on. And so when you say Abraham a covenant, the Holocaust, we did not have to go to the Holocaust. We could have had to go to energy deprivation. We had to suffer. But the Holocaust was a whole different animal. That's why when Abraham saw it, he said, damn, God damn. He saw horror. Horror, I ain't too many horror movies. Real horror. See, horror movies. But you experience real horror. He saw horror. God damn, what these people going to do? They know these devils was bad, but damn. They afflict us and just oppress us. But God, whoa, horror. A lot of people go through horror. When God showed me the vision, I said, God damn. Right? But God told me, I'm going to judge these people because the consequence cannot be silenced. It can only be dammed up. But it can't be stopped. And you can't dam it up forever. And once it breaks the dam breaks, all the consequence, all of it, every drop of it comes rolling in. You had a stream going through, you block that stream up, next thing come in as a flood. It's a horror. Especially what they did to our women. No one's ever had to endure what they did to us. It's not even close. That shows you find out the nature of people. Like I said, you can tell which way the wind is blowing by the leaves, which way the wind is blowing, where leaves are going. So if the horror he saw, that means the people that did this, they weren't people, they were beasts. Because only a beast could commit that kind of horror on us. That's why the Quran calls them beasts. Angel call them beasts. He says, because look at their actions. You can determine who they are by their actions. He said, know them by their works. Beasts. Only outright beasts could have done what they did. Not human. Not human. Absolute beasts. You call them devils, and devils is really not a good enough term. Beast is better. Beast. Because he saw what the nonsense, then he could tell what kind of we was dealing with, because that went beyond. He said, oh man, we got to go to Holocaust for that? And the problem is, the Holocaust was enough pressure to turn us into diamonds, but it went beyond that. See, once you put enough pressure to turn a diamond to a diamond, it's the hardest substance that's known to the devils anyway. There may be a harder substance than that. But you put more pressure on it, it's still a diamond. It's not going to transform into anything else. It's still a diamond. Once you turn a diamond, you put more pressure on it. Well, you just understand pressure longer, but it's still a diamond. See? I don't know what kind of pressure it would take to crush a diamond. I'm not a diamondologist. But they went behind that. That's why I tell you, do not touch that tree. Because the whole thing, depression and servitude was enough pressure to turn into diamonds. That was enough to turn into diamonds. They said that would have been enough to turn into diamonds. But they went behind that. See? That's why the fulcrum, when you understand the fulcrum, see, if they did it while the fulcrum was at equal, stop there. But they went beyond that. So they're still doing it even when the fulcrum went past that. That's why we're going to do double to them. Because they went beyond what they were supposed to do. Way beyond it. Okay, so look at it another way. And so, but we're told to submit to it. Damn! How in the hell you submit to something like that? But see, we're the true Muslims. So when these goddamn Sunnis come with that bullshit, see, we submit. If Islam means those who submit to the will of Allah, we submitted. And you did not. You the jinn. You said, I ain't going to do it. And you see it right now. This devil ideology, devil civilization, his mathematics, everything else, they don't about have nothing to do with that. You go with Sunni land, you 1,500 years back in the future. 1,500 years back in the past. If you go with Sunni land, right, you're talking about Arabia, you're talking about 1,500 years in the past. They don't have any industry. They don't do any of that kind of stuff. They bring people in to build stuff for them. They try and drag you 1,500 years back in the past. They want to revive the Prophet Muhammad's empire of 1,500 years ago. There weren't no banks. They don't build any cars. And you don't buy anything from the industry. You buy some prayer rugs, Quran, some beads. That show you right there. They resist Adam's reality. So they're jinn. And look, look at them eating pork, man. Remember the prodigal son where they stole over the weekend? They eating pork, man. They eating pork. They fornicating, man, and they drinking wine. Oh, look out there. Look at those damn niggas over there. Okay. Then where God sees. See, what he sees the Muslims over here. And we see goddamn jinn over there. See? But they went beyond. And so now, that's why I said Holocaust. Holocaust. And so that's where the vengeance come from. Because the scientists got angry when they saw that. They got angry. Abraham was angry. And he was like, oh man, goddamn. Scientists were angry. Remember, they how people, Dr. Shabazz was angry. Everybody was angry. So we got to go to, we got to go through the unprecedented. We got to go through energy deprivation, but not damn Holocaust. Remember, they're not being judged for taking us into servitude. That was part of, we're supposed to submit to them and serve them. See? It's the affliction part they've been judged for. Because they was told not to touch it. They would possess the tree. It just says, don't harm the tree. And they did anyway. That's what they've been judged for. And they judged, they effed. I want to say that word so bad, brothers and sisters, because I tell you the way I feel about these folks, but I don't know, I'm trying to be nice or what, because I tell you, that's the word that you need to say for these folks. And in fact, that's not word strong enough. That's not word strong enough. Because what they did is unconscionable. And then they did to our women, and that's the one that gets me. I mean, when you all bets off on that one, you don't go in another nation and mess their women. You just don't do it. And if you sit around and allow somebody to do that and you don't say anything about it, and you fist bump with them, you're in trouble. You're in trouble. Because you don't give a damn about your ancestors, so ancestors ain't gonna give a damn about you. Because ancestors, our ancestors, remember, they're before us, right? And Dr. Shabazz was like, one of our ancestors, right? And the science were ancestors, right? And they saw what their seed, and if you understand how things work, including them would have to go through this, they looked ahead and saw some of their seed with their head up the beast's ass. What do you think they're gonna think about them? Oh no. I know you don't see it this way. The sign looked ahead and said, oh man, we gotta go to that. And they look a little further ahead and said, wait a minute, hold it. What is that? Yeah, there, fist bump. After all we went through, remember, after all we went through, and that clown is up there fist bumping and kissing their ass and marrying them and all this stuff. That's a cancer. That it may be one of our cells, but it's a cancer cell, and we're gonna get rid of it because some things just go without saying. If you have any knowledge about history, there's no way in the world you'd be doing that. That I'm trying to get you to understand the judgment that's coming, brothers and sisters. And that's one of the reasons I said the other day, I gave you a little hint. Now, I can't speak to this for sure. But they wanted to make sure that the land was totally a lion, roaring like a lion, and was totally angry. Because we were basically forgiving people. That's what Jonah says. He said, I know you're forgiving God. I know you're forgiving people. We like, let bygones be bygones, move on. And so make sure that lamb genes was turned off and lion genes was turned on. That's why you see the lamb as a lion, the lion from the tribe of Judah, and a lamb. He wanted to turn those lambs off. He took the lamb to break the seals, but the lion to do the judgment. Because he didn't want the lamb doing that judgment. See, the lamb will make war with the beast and take out the beast, but when it comes to judgment, he wanted the lion on that one. Because they said, we're going to deal with these folks. We ain't going to leave it to just mathematics. We're going to deal with this directly ourselves. We're going to be the personification of their destruction. See? And we're going to make sure that the lamb, or Saul Suleiman, son of man, that his anger is totally kindled. And you see it in there. About his, I'm talking about that in a minute. But he says, oh, I had to go through a baptism and I was stressed. And that's what I said. I said, one way to make this, because like I said, if you're going through pain, and the longer you have to go through the pain, the more angry you're going to be. And if you don't know how long the pain is going to last, that makes you more angry. Because, you got to go through pain. Like, I went to, had a dental issue, right? And the guy said, okay, man, and it was painful. And if you know it's going to be 2 or 3 minutes, you say, okay, man, you hold your breath, right? But if he don't know how long it's going to be, I don't know, it's going to be maybe an hour or two. But man, oh, then your brain gets scattered. I mean, you get like, because the pain is much, much greater because you have, like somebody put you in jail, say, okay, you got 3 years, okay, I got 3 years, okay, I start counting. But I don't know how long you're going to be in here. You don't have, oh man, then you're in stress. How long? I don't know, you might be here 10, 20 years. Can't you give me a number? Just give me a number so I can adjust to it. I ain't telling you nothing. We'll let you know. Then you see, not knowing makes a finite situation infinite. It turns a finite situation into infinite, which is overbearing. And that's the only thing I can come up with why they didn't want Suleiman to know exactly the date and time. That's the only thing I come up with. Because why would they hide that from him? Everything else but just would tell them the date and the time. And see, Master Father, Mom don't have that problem because he knows. He's out above all this. He got to go through his trials and tribulations, whatever they are, right? But I don't know, that's his side. That's the analytical side. But not knowing, it puts a lot of, and so, but when it does come, man, he's so angry. That anger is turned infinite. Because the longer, even if you know, the longer you stay doing in the pain, the worse it gets. Right? And so, but on a quantitative point, if somebody punch you 1,000 times, right? Every punch, bam. But you do it one a day for 1,000 days, once a day, boom. Then yeah, it's gonna hurt. You might get, and then you might get strong because you took all this pounding every day for 1,000 days. So then you might be strong because look at it like an exercise, right? But what if somebody gave you all that 1,000 punches in one day? Could you survive it? Could you survive it? Probably not. Because every day, boom, you get a chance to recover, right? I mean, they hit you, bow, it's one of those Hulk punches that knocks you across the room, right? So every day, man, you sleep all day and everything, try to recover, right? And then next day, boom! But then they hit you all at once. You scatter, you atomize you, right? Reduce the atoms all over the place. Well, see, that's what the Holocaust was. Because we had to go through that, but it was, see, the Holocaust, the scientists decided how long we had to go through it. So the shorter it was, the more intense it would be. I'm going to a lot of math here, brothers and sisters. So I said, if it's going to be 100 years, that means it was 400 years, right? Or if it's been 100 years, that means Holocaust been 4 times worse than it was. Because all that time would have been in 100 years. So, I mean, they can't do that. They can't do that. They be turning diamonds and they be turning diamonds quick, right? But then they still be under that. And they're suffering all that. That'd be too much. They can't do it. Right? So 200 years, that'd be double as it was if, right, 4 times as much, now 2 times as much. So I said, put it 400 years. Okay, that'd be terrible, but they can do it. They'll turn to diamonds, they'll survive it, right? That's what we want to make man in our likeness and our image. And so now they're strong enough to survive, right? The other terror, time of unprecedented trouble. Because see, we had to be transformed and also be prepared at the time, because remember it says the Holocaust was not the time of unprecedented trouble. That prepared you for the time of unprecedented trouble, which we was about to enter into. You got to put this thing in perspective. So it says, we got to go to the time of unprecedented trouble, so let's prepare our people so they can survive the time of unprecedented trouble. Now you go train, you got to go in this fight, man, so you got to train. You got to train hard, because it's going to be a hard fight you ever had, so you got to train hard. So Holocaust was training us to go to tribulation, which was the time of unprecedented trouble. And so if you didn't go through that, then you would not survive it, right? If you got this heavy fight and you don't go out there and train, then you're going to get your ass kicked and get knocked out. And it was a preparatory stage. Dr. Shabbat says, no, make it as strong as you possibly can be. That's part of the process. So the time of present trouble, you'll get through it. You'll be ready for it. See, so how do we make it strong enough? And that's that comes with the Holocaust. We didn't have to go through the Holocaust. I keep telling you. We didn't have to go through slavery. We didn't have to go any of that. Right? We have to go. We'd go to energy deprivation. It would have been a whole different process. We wouldn't have been under control of the devils, but we'd have been going through hell. But not like that. Not the Holocaust. But that was designed to say, okay, because it said in the Bible, it says, I brought you into Egypt for your own good. You say, what the hell? That was designed like that, put under control of them. I can give you all kinds of reasons why it was done that way. But in order to turn us, and Genesis tells you the same thing, the last 500 years, to turn us into gods. So it's okay, it's going to be a 40-year process. We can't do it 20 years because they would never survive it. 100 years, definitely not. 300 years, no. 40 years. See? And the best would survive. A lot wouldn't survive that. A lot of people didn't survive. A lot of people got crushed to dust. You can see them right here now. They don't know what they're doing. It's all messed up. They ain't necessarily getting in the way. They're dust. They're still around, but they got broken and they can't be fixed. That's why you went to the Exodus 40 years in the field to get rid of them. The older folk and everything else, because it ain't their fault. They shouldn't make it. Only the best, the strongest made it to the Holocaust. Submitted. And some just couldn't submit. Haitians couldn't submit, so they're not prepared. They're not prepared for the trauma and tribulation, but you are. You don't know it yet. See? So that was preparation. And so 40 years, right, of beast treatment. Because when they saw it, said if we're dealing with beast, and we're dealing with beast, we'd have to be 40, wasn't dealing with beasts. The beast is, he said, well, okay, not with beasts. So make it 400 years. Make it stretch out even longer. Because deal with these beasts, but 40 years. That's why I came with 400 years. So now it's over. See? So now remember, they got consequence for what they did. So now remember, so we got punched, spread over 40 years. But what if you take that same force? Remember that force, that's the consequence, they got to pay for it. Put it into 1 year. Into 1 year. That's time of unprecedented trouble. 1 year. That's when dam breaks. A time of unprecedented trouble. Destruction unimaginable. You can't imagine it. They'll go to the Holocaust in 1 year. The full power blast of the Holocaust in 1 year. In 1 year. What they did 40 years, like I said, if you get punched, but you spread out over 1,000 days, a punch a day. But if you put all that 1,000 in 1 day, damn, how you can? That's what's about to happen now. It says, sow the wind and reap the whirlwind. So that dam breaks, and Master Muhammad's going to make sure that the dam's cracking now, but it ain't broke yet. He's going to break it. When it breaks, unimaginable. See? But you are ready for it. I ain't saying you're happy about it. I ain't happy about it. I ain't happy about none of this. Nobody was happy about being in the Holocaust. Angels, they would like to be moved to elevate to God, but they didn't want to go through that. But they said, we'll submit. Nobody liked this process. We didn't like it. The gods, the scientists, they didn't like energy deprivation. We can't change the nature of the universe. We can only control the quality of it. We cannot change the quantity of it, the mechanism of it. We can't change that. It's impossible. See? So we can change, right? We can change the function of it. We can change the quality of it. Stars, we can make galaxies, put stars together, and planets, using the information, right, the atoms, everything, to mold them the way we want to mold them. That's what it is. I don't like it. Okay? Nobody liked this. That's why you saw a vision of horror. And so therefore, they make sure the Son of Man is on board with that 100%. So he'd be totally angry, because we don't want nobody just a chance. I mean, they're going to suffer it. We want to make sure they suffer directly. They say, do to them as done to you. It's coming directly from us. And mostly because they touched our women. Now, we ain't going to rape their women. Nobody want their funky ass, right? We don't. I don't. But the other people will. When the Chinese and Indians roll in here, ooh, hoo, 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 hoo. When they roll up in here, And remember, he's saying, I thought y'all was doing it. Read chapter 17 again. They was doing our will. He said, we put the Spirit in him to do it. You better stop. Well, anyway, a great destruction is coming. And then the other side is this. Let's move on, brothers and sisters. Oh, boy. You don't have to go. The other side is, I said there was two groups, right? So the anger is not going to be on just the devils, the demons. They don't get theirs. See? But we're just going to burn them up. And then that's like compassion to them, to some extent. Not Farrakhan, he don't get that easy. Right? Because they devils, right? But they ain't do to us as much as devil daddies did, because devil dad was doing to them too. But still, no, just burn them up. Get them out of our way, burn them up. Right? Right? But see, the truth of the matter is right here. See, those liars over there, so you got two groups. Well, we got a bunch, you got the demons, right? Okay, our people. We're at war. They declared war against us 500 years ago. 5 years. And the war is not over. Right? The war is over. There's one warrior standing. That's Suleiman. Right? And I ain't forgiving a goddamn thing. Okay. They sowed their seed amongst, they got demons amongst. That's keeping confusion, because they want to keep us separated and divided. Okay. So we got demons, that's confusion. That's the ones they said, just burn them up. That's the seed that was sown. And then it says, this kingdom gather those. Okay, we don't have the ones that just got crushed and, they just didn't make it. We're talking about the other ones, the traitors. So when you have a military, somebody have traitors. So they go along the other side. They want you. I ain't talking about demons, because demons lie. And demons, they betray us. They're not betraying us, because they devils. They're infiltrators. So infiltrators are people, they're the enemy infiltrators look like you. So demons are infiltrators. And when you do infiltrators, right? You don't torment them, you just shoot them. Because they're part of the war, they're infiltrators. So yes, you execute them. Right? And that's where we're going to just get rid of demons. Then you got the collaborators. That's our people who collaborate with the devils. Sympathizers and so forth. And it says those, we put them in the furnace, we don't burn them up, we put them in the furnace, torment them. In a extremely hot furnace. They be tormented, they be weeping and gnashing of teeth. And that's what's about to happen. I tell you, this hell is about to break loose. And when it breaks loose, it will be, they say, who will be able to stand? See? And that's like, those are with Farrakhan. Ain't talking about the demons, like Ishmael, collaborator. Daniel and the other one, they may be collaborators too. They may be demons. He got a lot of demons, already got a lot of collaborators. But they're going to suffer intense torment. They won't be allowed to die. They'll pray for it, they wish for it. They won't be allowed to. Because the crush is going to be terrible. Because why you do that? Because you intense our suffering. You kept us from being unified, because the devil's rule ended in 2019. And so why are we still here going through this? Because people like Daniel and Jeffrey and those guys, see, because Scripture's clear. You know they're lying. They know they're lying. The Scripture's clear. No matter how you read, it's clear. You got somebody that comes and raises up Elijah. Bam, clear. Just read Exodus. Right? Elijah preaches. Now, he says he wants a helper who, the God, it says right there, God said, no, you don't need him. He was against them. He got wrathful. Moses even asking for him. Say, okay, you want him, you got him. And that would be Aaron. Now, what was Aaron? If you read scriptures, when Moses departed, Aaron was nothing but shit. Nothing but trouble. So you can talk about Aaron, he's Aaron. Well, read the Quran. When Moses returned, he wanted to kick Aaron's ass. Aaron was nothing but trouble. Farrakhan even says Elijah told him he'd be his worst hypocrite. So if he told him He even says this. I'm on tape saying it. So what would he be his worst hypocrite then? Why Elijah was president? Because he wasn't. Elijah would throw his ass out if it was obvious. He said, "You're worst hypocrite." Because he's Aaron. He's a liar, a sneaking no good. His father's a devil. It's totally clear about who he is. You don't have to need a slide rule. You don't need a calculator. You need a computer. It's easy who he is. His father's a devil. Right there on the biological level, you got him. On the scriptural level, you got him, Aaron. No matter how you cut it, right? On the coward level, he got him. Because the point is, he was the person that was supposed to take charge when Elijah left. He was the main person. How did Wallace get it? When Wallace was officially abandoned our nation, exiled. That's why he had to get rid of Malcolm, because Malcolm would never let that punk ass Wallace, get in and shine shoes. But on punk ass Farrakhan, let him roll all over him, because he's a goddamn coward. No matter how you call it. And it says, this person robbing the nation. No matter what scripture you look at, he comes out foul. He don't smell like shit because he is shit, that's why he smells like shit. No matter how you look at it, he comes out foul. You can't, there's no scripture that support him as anything else but being totally foul. So why they with him? Why they with him? They can't show me in scripture. So that's one of the first question they're going to ask. Says, okay, show me in scripture where all that stuff you're saying is true. Show me in scripture where he's, and they're not going to be able to. He set up a petition that was set and defeat the saints, saints supposed to be the NY, right? For 42 years. Sitting in the IUC, who is that? Set a petition. Legion. Louis Eugene Grimes, NY backwards. No matter how you shake this up, shake it out, whatever, right? You can put all the perfume you want on it. You can bake it, you can put sugar in it, right? You can sit on it, right? And it's still shit. No matter how it comes out shit. Biologically, in every form. Father's devil shit, stop it right there. And then when he talks, he's totally against everything Elijah Muhammad taught. We ain't going nowhere. You're wicked, you're evil, but the devil's there, all right, they're gonna repent. He sounds like a goddamn wolf. He might look like a sheep. Remember I told you? You might take a wolf in disguise, but he's still gonna sound like a wolf. And he sounds like a wolf. Devils ain't devils no more. No matter how you shake this clown up, I don't care how much perfume you put on him, it still comes up shit stinking. But yet still, they promoting them, and so what you think will happen to them? Because they're going to just burn up the demons, but those are collaborators. Ishmael's a collaborator, he's Elijah's son. I guess he is, they say he is. Maybe do a DNA test. So how are you going to deal with them? The torment will be extreme. 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 And then some are just agents, but they're still collaborators, right? Got a lot of them just agents. We got demon agents in there too. Some just agents. Because that's what that COINTEL program, whatever FBI had, they'd be agents that keep us divided. See, they don't care if you're Muslim, just as long as you're A Muslim or you're B Muslim or C Muslim. You can't be ABC Muslim. You gotta be A Muslim over here and C Muslim over there and D and F, G, See, you gotta be with Ben X, or you gotta be with Eric, or you gotta be with this or that son of man, and all this crap. And what scripture clearly tell you, he was bad news, and then Joshua had to come and take control and get you back home. Joshua had to do it. The measure of the covenant tells you the measure of the covenant. Because it said this other one after Elijah, he'd be robbing the nation. Now you know Elijah Master Muhammad didn't rob the nation, he set it up. Elijah Muhammad represented it for some years, going to prison and everything else. He didn't rob the nation. And I ain't robbing the nation, I ain't asked for a penny, you can't give me any. So who in the hell is robbing the nation? Who's living off the nation? Again, economically, asshole right there. Shit man. I ain't a man, shit dog. No matter how you cut it. So why are they with him? They said they be seeking the messenger of the covenant. The messenger of the covenant, he comes with all the signs. The sign of Jonah, breaking the seals, the suffering, right? Antichrist, his birth. I mean, you can't fake that one. Can't fake any of it, right? His conception, same time the star rose in the east, false Israel. That's why I call it Antichrist, because he's the Christ, the Messiah. The Messiah wants to get you home. Message of the covenant. He's preaching the message of the covenant. He broke the seals. He got all the credentials, everything you look, he comes up solid gold. No matter what script you come, he comes up solid gold. Solid gold in every respect, economically, socially, mathematically, right? Everything, he comes up gold. Well, you don't talk, you say shit. Okay. Okay, go with that one. See if that helps you. But Farrakhan, he talks so nice. See? He talks real nice. So he comes shit on that point. You know how he comes shit on that point? He's probably talking wrathful. He's probably full of wrath. That sound, he's full of wrath. Do it sound like I'm full of wrath? There you go. So if you're full of wrath, what you say? Oh man, I'm tired of that manure, man. Don't bring manure over here. That's how you talk? Like Farrakhan talk? Oh, to test the fortitude. Now I'm gonna kick you in the damn balls. You better get it, brothers and sisters. Because we're going in terrible times. Anybody be worrying about you, worrying about putting breath freshener on their words. You'll see in a minute. It's easy. So they have to explain why they couldn't see the message of the covenant. He's representing Elijah 100%. No, he doesn't represent Elijah. Let me take that back, right? But the point is, he verifies Elijah 100%. He verified Master Muhammad. He also exposes who the Lord will consume with the Spirit's mouth and destroy. And Farrakhan's been destroyed. Right now, the man's got Alzheimer's. And now he said he can't get a Savior Day Sunday because God told him don't speak or whatever. Look at him. Me? Is that me? Me you talking about? Yeah, I'm talking about you. Devil, son of the devil. Come on, brothers and sisters. And our people getting angry about this. They get energized. Their natures is starting to overpower their bullshit. See? Their nature's starting to conflict with that mind they got. So you get somebody a false mind, only you could do it when you got to suppress their nature to do it. Like when they give you a transplant, right? They got to suppress your immune system to do it. Because your immune system will destroy that. If they got to give you drugs, suppress your immune system if you get some kind of a kidney or heart transplant, because your immune system would destroy it. Because it says, that's not part of my body. So they got to suppress your immune system. Go check it out, take my word for it. So they have to suppress our nature in order to install that damn goddamn mind on us. See, now I'm explaining that a little clearly. Because I said that when you look at the Mark, the man still had a devil mind, but so how was he able to see the son? How was he able to see Joshua then? How was he able to see Son of Man? How was he able to see him if he still had devil mind? Recognize him, run and submit to him, because his nature was overpowering, was conflicting with that mind. His nature saw him. He saw a kindred spirit. He says, sheep know their master's voice. Their nature was got him. Says something. Yeah, I got this mind, but my nature's something wrong here, conflict. See? Because they could not install that mind on a full-blown original nature. Because our nature is so powerful. They had to diminish, energy deprivation diminish our nature because we had less energy. So they was able to use that, diminish our diminished nature to install that mind. That's sealed by my mind. See? But now we're being energized every 50 years, like I explained to you. I'm trying to bring these things together. Energy is getting stronger, your nature is getting stronger, and then you get angry. You don't know why you're angry, but you know something wrong with that mind you got. See? Because they knew something's wrong, see? Why did man do something? Because something's wrong. The nature tells them something's wrong. They need some help. Something wrong. I mean, look, something's wrong here. So you run to him and submit. I need some help. Something wrong. See, because there's a conflict. My nature tell me something, but my mind tell me something else. And it's hard for my mind to suppress my nature. Because I'm beating myself up and everything else. I'm hating my own people. Why am I doing all that? I should be loving my people. I don't know why I'm acting like this. I mean, look at me. When my people sing songs, man, I love their music. See, my nature, we're connecting. And that the music plays a role too, brothers and sisters. Our brothers and sisters out there doing musicians, okay, I know some of them, they still got their bad mind, but that nature is not coming from their mind. The lyrics is coming from the mind they gave, but the music is coming from their nature. And you're moving to that music. So that music is a way, is uniting us. It's starting for our natures to come together, because that's what's pulling black folks together mostly nowadays. Music. Did you ever think about that? Because that's the nature. So nature clicking, get some hodge there, right? We might not get along with each other, but man, when you start playing that music, we're all popping, hopping. You see what I'm saying? I tell you, all this stuff comes together. So that music gets stronger, stronger, stronger. So that music is uniting us on an emotional level. See? But then the devil's putting the lyrics in there to try to keep it, suppress it. They got the mind suppressing the nature. See, they got the lyrics, that's the mind that they give us, suppress our nature. By nature getting stronger, stronger, stronger. And it's bringing us together. Nothing like getting black folks together. It's like getting to a concert, music concert. You see the black folks out there, waves and waves of them. They may get outside fighting and shoot each other, but why in there, man, everybody's rocking. See, music's playing a part, and I told you in 50 years you can track it. And now and all of a sudden, right? So yeah, I give a shout out to our brothers and sisters out there, the original ones, right? They don't know what they're doing, but the point is that they respond to their nature. Nature say, hey man, they get this tune. Where do you think they get these tunes from? It's coming from their nature. And they try to suppress it with their lyrics. They're saying they put his lyrics in there. And nature's getting stronger and stronger. So the man recognized him through his nature. And then once he got his mind back, God damn, what you think gonna happen? They said come together as a exceedingly great army. Because now you got the mind and nature in sync with each other. God damn. Whoa, God damn. What's gonna happen in a minute? These white devils have no idea what we plan. See, it says all our plans, devil plans and our plans, we the best of plans. We plans all out, and your ass is overdone, cooked, and disposed of. You have no idea. So bring your shit on. Try to stop us. Try to stop me. You see me? They always get about this platform. Go ahead. Because you have no idea. You see I'm talking now? I was talking about that. I said, I hate niggas. I said, yeah, I do too. But I said, hold on, brother. See, you got it wrong. See, because you got, just give it a second. They coming on. They're coming up. Just like you coming up. That's why they come together. See the great army. Why? Because a star hit them? Right? Or they got a crack epidemic? No. Because what? Suleiman was talking to him. Prophesy to him. And then suddenly he said, the day will come when they will hear his voice and come out of the graves. And that day is almost here. Practically here. And when they come together, mind and spirit, when they talk about spirit, that's your nature. Remember, there was the 7 spirits. When that mind and nature comes together in sync, God damn. With vengeance, wrathful. And every nation had their foot up our ass. And they about to lose their foots. Their foots. About to lose their feet, yeah, lose their foots. Hell with it. They'll lose their damn foots. And everything else. Because see, that's another thing. They can't stand against us. Because we went to the gym for 40 years. And now we're in the match. And you was laying around 40 years. Laughing at us. Look at them niggas, they go in the gym. I'm partying, man. I'm having a good time, man. I'm over in Arabia, man. I got Becca, I got the Quran. I got Allah, I got all of that, man. Look at me, I'm over here in Africa, man. And we doing it, man. And we still got our language. And look at them niggas over there, man. They going to mess around going to the gym every day, man. They should be out of here. Okay. And now the fight day comes. And your ass is being knocked out, taken out, disposed of. And you have nothing to do with it. Because every nation will not be able to survive time when pressing trouble. Because we went to the Holocaust, and now we're diamonds, and we're going to, let me talk about that in a minute. It's going to be a little painful going through that, right? But we're going to get through it, and no hair, no hair be harmed. Those that put it all together. And everybody's going to be destroyed by it. Because you went to training. And now, the Holocaust cannot destroy you. I mean, not the Holocaust, tribulation cannot destroy you. It says you do exploits. It says no hair and hair be harmed. No weapon conceded will prevail against you. But all the nation will be destroyed. And then they will come against you because now they're jealous and and you're going to destroy them. All of them. And finally, our twin brother, who was laughing at us and betrayed us and everything else, he's the strongest of all of them, and he's going too. It's about to happen, brothers and sisters. So I'm going to close out in a minute. Like father, like son. It's Farrakhan's daddy. Mama might rape his mama. And now he's raping the nation. Right? Robbing the nation. He's raping the nation now, raping the sisters. Got him out there doing fundraisers and stuff. That's because he's sick. It's a demon. A devil. In black skin. A beast. Okay, let me say as I'm going to close out. I'll do the rest of this tomorrow, brothers and sisters. Do you think you're in the garden while has not yet befallen you like what befell those who have passed away before you? Distress and affliction befell them, and they were shaken violently, so that the messenger and those who believed with him said, will the help of Allah come? That sure help of Allah is nigh. So I got anything after this? Yeah, I'll talk about that tomorrow. Okay. Now this is a transition. Like I said, we can't change the nature of the universe, brothers and sisters. We can't change the functionality of it. We can only change the quality. Make it comfortable for us. Right? The universe is constantly changing. So we have to keep adapting. Right? So it's a transition period from one stage to another, from one season to another, transition period. And this is what they're telling you. Transition period. And we gotta go through the transition period. And it tells you what transition periods are gonna be like for us. It's not gonna be easy. You're going from winter into spring. But remember, you had to adapt to the winter. So now you finally adapt to the winter, right? And it says, and the degree that this affects you depends on you. That's what it's telling you. If you listen carefully, do you think in the garden there's yet before in your life fellows passed away before you? Distress, affliction befell them, and they were shaken violently. So the degree would be dependent on you. Because okay, here look at it this way. Here you are, and you're going through the winter. Now you finally, man, you're free. You finally got your igloo, you got your this, you got your furniture, all this stuff. You finally got this stuff. Now you're making it, man. Whew. And then all of a sudden, now spring starts coming in, And all that you've said, built up and everything, when it's going away. So, damn, man, I took all the time to build this up. But you don't really understand the spring. You never been in the spring before. And you might not understand spring is for you, or you thinking about which you're about to lose everything here. Remember, money is ice. Everything is here is ice. Is ice. The whole side is built. When the whole side is built off ice, put it like that, right? Money is ice. It's all melting. It's all going away, and your whole little nest is melting. That you've spent all this work hard trying to put it together. And so you say, oh man, you try to hold on to it. So your igloo stopped melting, the roof stopped melting. You go, hey man, go get some ice, put another igloo. You see, you're trying to repair it. When you gotta let it go. But you don't know that, because you never experienced the spring. All you know is you're losing what you got, that you finally built, that made you, got you out of the cold. So you hold on to it. See? And by holding on to it, you're not being prepared for the spring coming in. Now those that let it go, right? Now they're cold now. See? But they're using all their energy not to hold up the winter stuff that's trying to keep them warm and comfortable in the winter, because the winter's going away. They're using their energy, right, to prepare themselves for the spring. See? So both are going through it, but two different ways going through it. One is trying to hold on to the winter, and so they're going to suffer this more than other people. The other one's suffering right now during this transition period because they lose everything they got on this side. They said those who seek to save their lives will lose it. Those who seek to lose their life will save it. You understand? Oh boy, here goes the camera stuff again. I'll talk more about this tomorrow, brothers and sisters, but I'm trying to explain to you. That's what they're telling you here. That transition period is a biatch. I got to go through it. Everybody go through it. The problem is, said the lamb, the elect, right? See, they get through. They don't have to go through tribulation because they're part of the group. They just gave up everything, and so they suffered while we're still in the winter. They've got cold. 3 years in Demon Island. All this stuff. They went through all this, right? So the spring come, they're ready for it. But the other ones, they didn't go through that. They said, oh man. So during the 30 years, they was holding on to what they had, trying to hold on to this world's life. Not to energy, talking about the vortex, gravitational vortex, trying to hold on to this. That's what Farrakhan tell we did America's for us, hold on to all this stuff. So hold on to a winter. But it's hard. So all the energy is what? Not preparation for the spring. It's trying to hold on to the winter. Oh man, I gotta fix this house. I gotta fix this. It's melting, man. Right? Oh man. And if you hold on to your friends, some of your friends are devils, some are demons. All of a sudden they melting. So your relationships are falling apart. Whole thing, remember, whole society's falling apart because it's all based on ice. And so everything is not working anymore. But you're trying to make it work. All your energy trying to hold on to something that can't hold on to. Instead of using energy to prepare for spring. And so you left those people that say, hey man, I'm with Elijah, man. I'm getting up all this, I'm sacrificing, I'm selling paper. Left them, because they gave up all this. Left the Suleiman, he gave up all this. Because he had all of that. He gave it all up. See? So you're suffering in the preparation. Both gonna suffer. Those that give it up for in preparation, and those that hold on. But those that suffer through because of preparation, when spring comes, they cool. They saved out, right? They move on. That's what they elect. They was moved out. But the other ones, they weren't prepared. See? All the energy was and all is gone now. All the money that was ice, everything was ice, all is gone, everything was gone. and now they got nothing, and they're not prepared for the spring. Now they got to go through tribulation. You see? I hope you understand the two situations. Both of them suffer. That's good. And transition, by definition, means you're leaving one stage to another. That means that transition, you're going to be in something. You're going to be in a state of flux, either because you're holding on to the old one, right, or because you let go of the old one. And so if you transfer the new one, that means you ain't got nothing yet because you're still waiting. You're still working and trying to get something that you don't have yet. The other one, you got something, but you're losing it. So you got two stages of it. That's why at deliverance you had two groups. One that was delivered out of it, and another group that had to go through it, and then it was delivered out of it. So you got two groups there. Those trying to hold on to the other one, but soon, and that's what Master Muhammad is getting ready to do. He's going to help the process out. Because what do you think will happen? Now he's holding on to the ice, right? And the other one's preparing. You got two groups, right? And then what happens if all of a sudden, suddenly out of nowhere, you wake up one morning and everything is melted just all immediately, and there's no ice and nothing. It's a dam. See, that's what Master Muhammad is going to do. Everything's going to shut down. Then you have nothing, but you ain't prepared. You get it? Immediately nothing, so you got nothing to hold on to. So you got to use your engine of preparation now, but now you got to go. But now you got to go to the process of preparation. That's tribulation. That's why they had to wash their robes in the blood of the Lamb. Now you got to go to the process of preparation because you wasn't doing that before. But now you got energy to. That's a blessing. That's a mercy to you to allow that to happen. Because in other words, here you are. You hold on to this here, and all of a sudden it's gone. So, so all the energy you put in that, it's wasted. You put all your energy mismanagement. So you invest in something, and then it just disappears. So now, and so you invest in the spring. So now you got energy. So now, spring comes in. Now you got to take and start adjust to the spring. Well, the other ones, they prepared. So spring come in, they walk right in. That's what Master Muhammad is going to do to you. Because so immediately, it's like that. I'm going to leave it there, brothers and sisters. Tomorrow I'll maybe deal with the rest of this. I like to say, I find myself, I can't do an hour and a half, 2 hours. It's just so much, brothers and sisters. Because that's where we are right now. Assalamu alaikum. Oh, I'm going to let this play out. What will happen here?